We have updated stimulus check news for several residents that you might want to stick around for, as well as what is going to happen with this midterm elections. It's tomorrow, and guys, who's going to win? Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another show where we keep you updated on everything that's happening in this country, from elections to Social Security, stimulus checks. We have the most up-to-date news right here in this video on every state that is sending out stimulus check, up to $1,400 for residents. That is going out by Thanksgiving. Yes, by Thanksgiving, as well as information on the midterm elections. Now, if you want to stay updated and jump in on the giveaway prizes that we'll discuss later in the video, then all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. We're going to put timestamps down below in the description, so that way if you want to move to a certain section, you'll know exactly where that's at in the video. So guys, now let's jump on the screen so we can see what is going on. And I'm actually interested about this video because we have some clips that you might want to see, and let us know, because we're going to watch them with you and just kind of see our reaction and how we feel about what each individual is doing. So let's dive on the screen. So what was to happen if Joe Biden does not run again? What would happen? Would it be a bad thing? Would it be a good thing? How many of you guys would let me know down in the comments below how you would feel if Joe Biden did not run again? The U.S. midterm elections are on Tuesday, tomorrow, which will do much more than shape the next 2 years of Joe Biden's presidency. They will also help determine whether he will run in 2024 as well. He and his advisors have said as recently as November 2nd that he wants to run again, and that they've already been making plans. So the White House is expecting him to run as well. So guys, all of that information transpires to this. Midterm rallies leave Democrats feeling nostalgic for Obama amid tepid support for Biden. Obama has spent the final days of midterms telling voters that the despair that they're feeling isn't Biden's fault and won't be alleviated by electing more Republicans. Now, the reason that I'm bringing this out, and I have some clips from Obama and from Joe Biden, okay? And I've got one from President Trump. So this is something that I'm kind of really wanting to know from you viewers down in the comments. Why is it that none of the Democratic people are taking any responsibility for what is going on in our nation, in our country? Every decision that's been made has been made by the Democratic Biden administration, and yet right here Obama's saying that it's not Biden's fault, and the problems that have been created and that we're facing, they won't be fixed because we select more Republicans. This is something that drives me crazy when they begin to point the fingers at everybody else when they're the ones calling the shots, making all the decisions. When you're a leader and you make bad decisions, you got to own it, but a bad leader will not own up to their own mistakes. We've had the worst inflation we've ever had. We've had the highest gas prices we've ever had. We've had a lot of the craziest things happen in these 2 years that have happened in the last couple of years, but Obama's saying it's not Biden's fault. And I get it. COVID, not his fault. I get it. He came in at the tail end and was handing out stimulus checks to help everybody out. Still waiting on a 2,000 stimulus check, but regardless of that. But what I'm saying is this: the war in Ukraine, sending money, a ton of money to Ukraine, us being involved in the Saudi Arabia oil because we seem to not be able to produce it on our own, even though we have the permits. I mean, there's so many things that I can go on and on and on about, and people are frustrated and they're saying it's time for a change. So I wanted to ask you viewers, what do you think about what Obama is saying, that it isn't Joe Biden's fault? Now, before you answer, tell me this: if you are the one leading the entire nation, if you make a mistake, is it really a good, responsible leader that points the finger at someone else saying it's not my fault, it's their fault? I don't agree with his statement, because as a leader, Joe Biden needs to take responsibility for the things that are happening under his control. I'm just saying. But we have a clip from Obama that we're going to watch with you. We're also going to watch a clip from Joe Biden. And guys, we've just got a lot to talk about, as well as get to some stimulus news, as well as some giveaway information.
The only way to make this economy fair, the only way to make our democracy stronger, is if we fight for it. You can't take it for granted. And that starts with electing people who know you, who see you, who care about you, who can walk in your shoes and see through your eyes and know what it's like to struggle, know what it's like to get sick, know what it's like to have to pay off student loans, know what it's like when things aren't just handed to you, but you got to work for them. That's what you did 2 years ago when you sent Joe Biden to the White House. He knows you. He's been there. He's fighting for you every day, doing everything he can to put more money in your pocket, to make streets safer, to bring more good-paying jobs here to Pennsylvania.
I give him that. He is always been a good speaker, and I do like how he did a lot of relatable things, that putting their self in your shoes to say, I know the struggle, I know the pain, I know what it's like to work, not have anything handed to you. I mean, I get it, and I mean, that's a good point. Say, look, the president that you elected, he knows what it's like to be in your shoes, work as hard as you have, not have anything handed to him. So, I mean, I get it. You know, this is going to be a tough election. This is going to be tough for several people, just because Democrats and Republicans, it's going to be very close, I think. But there again, there's only going to be one winner, and the biggest question is, who's going to win? Now, guys, moving on to some stimulus check information. Up to $1,400 for several residents are going out before Thanksgiving. Yes, you heard me, before Thanksgiving. We have a list of every state that is sending out stimulus checks right down below in the description, so you can see how much they're sending and what states are actually sending stimulus checks. So now moving on to the giveaway information right here on the screen. If you want to jump in on the giveaway, make sure to like and subscribe and comment the word #1fan for your chance to win. We're going to look at over 5 videos to see who's watched the most, who supported the most, for their chance to win. And if you want to jump in on the movie quote line, the information is here. You've got to hashtag I love movies, as well as guess the right movie to let me know which one it is, and that's how we're going to draw the names. The movie line, in case you missed it, is, hey Meteorite, for laughs and giggles, let's just see how much you're worth. Now, this is going to be a little bit more difficult because you'd really have to watch a lot of the 90s movies to know which movie this came from, and that's enough clues for right now. But make sure to jump in on that, guys. Everything is free, and I want to thank you for supporting this channel and for participating. Guys, stay tuned for more information to come. Don't worry, I'll be bringing you more news. And until next time, I'm John Miro. Peace!